Hello there and welcome to Rising Borno, the path to prosperity, where we showcase the true stewardship of the most admired governor in Nigeria, His Excellency Professor Babagana Umar Zulum. My name is Sagir Ibrahim. Let's begin. The state in the last few weeks experienced some interesting activities. First, we will begin with this story where Governor Babagana Zulum called for the establishment of an army base in Sambisa Forest and around the Lake Chad Basin, including Mandara Mountains, to end insurgency in the northeast region. He stated this during a courtesy visit of the House of Representatives Committee on Army at the Borno State Government House in Maiduguri. He urged the army to provide security support and grant access to farmers to engage in their agricultural activities, stressing that it is the only source of livelihood and business opportunities for the communities. He decried the disturbing donor fatigue experienced in the state and its dire need of humanitarian support to resettle 1.2 million IDPs and cater for 190,000 repentant terrorists. Governor Zulum added that the establishment of army bases in the said locations will bring an end to insurgency in the country.
The Chairman House Committee on Army and the members of this very important committee that are here, members of the Borno State Executive Council, special advisors, permanent secretaries, senior special assistants, members of the delegation of this very important committee, good afternoon. Let me first and foremost, on behalf of the government and people of Borno State, welcome you to Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State. And it is our sincere hope that the outcome of your visit will inshallah bring good tidings to the people and government of Borno State. Borno State over the past 15 years has been facing insurgency. But we thank God that we have started witnessing gradual return of peace to Borno State since 2 years ago. And I want to now inform you that things have even improved better than before. And therefore I want to commend the federal government of Nigeria, commend the leadership of the tinubu administration, commend the service chiefs, and most importantly, commend the theater commander, sector commanders, the JOSs, and all other military formations in Borno State for the support that they have been rendering towards reducing insurgency in Borno State. I believe some of your members who were here in Borno State last 2-3 years ago, I'm never afraid of telling the right things. When things are bad, I do comment that things are very bad. But when things are getting better, there is a need for us to say the right thing, so that we shall also encourage who are doing the good things, so that they can do more. I don't think. Over 300,000 people of Borno State were killed. Thousands of our classrooms were burned down. Hundreds of our health centers were burned down. Borno State has been without electricity for about 3 years or 4 years before restoration of electricity. More than 3-4 years. And just recently, about 2 years ago, national grid was restored and it was finally vandalized also again. if not because of the NNPC power plant that we have, by now we could have been in trouble. I want to commend the people of Borno State for their resilience and dedication. Otherwise, it could have been a very serious problem. People of Borno State remain committed, remain resilient.
Your Excellency, the writings are very clear everywhere that you have worked hard, you have worked your hand to the bone, you have worked day and night to ensure that the people of Nigeria, and in particular the people of Borno, live in peace, they see peace. Today, everybody is happy coming to Maiduguri. Economic activities have been restored. People are back to their various homes. This is, without any doubt, the good effort that they've been able to put in place to put us back to have peace in Borno State. We are indeed very grateful, and I must thank you, I must commend you, and I must tell you that Nigerians are happy with you.
And the Qatar charity organization has said it will support over 1,000 orphans that were affected during the peak of insurgency. The organization made the pledge during an official visit to Borno State, where it laid foundation for the construction of a primary school in Maiduguri. The ambassador to Nigeria, Dr. Ali bin Khanem, said the Qatari government will do everything possible to support the orphans who were demoralized by the conflict. Governor Zulum, while appreciating the ambassador and his entourage for the tremendous support it received from the Qatar charity organization, noted that the state government will provide the enabling environment for the organization to carry out its developmental projects and plans, and most especially promote Arabic education in the state.
Where they requested for a piece of land for them to provide humanitarian support to the people of Borno State. It may surprise you to know that on that very day that we have given them a piece of land, they did a breaking ceremony for the construction of some certain projects. Notable among them is the construction of orphanage schools and others. This afternoon, we are receiving the ambassador to go and do the breaking ceremony of some of the projects. The project is a multi-million-dollar project. And apart from this project, they have been assisting the government of Borno State. 2 months ago, they provided some food items for us. And I think it's the one that was taken to Milan. Thank you very much. The relationship between the Middle East, the Arab world, and the people and government of Borno State need not to be overemphasized. We have the same tradition, we have the same religion, and we have a sizable number of Arabs in Borno State. And Borno State is a citadel for Quranic education. It's a playing a leading role in Quranic education in Nigeria, if not in the African continent. Therefore, we shall partner with you in order to promote cordial relationship between Nigeria and Qatar. We shall partner with you in order to promote Islamic education with a view to reducing radicalization in our own home state. And therefore, once again, on behalf of the government and people of Borno State, I want to sincerely appreciate the Qatar Charity Foundation sincerely appreciate the ambassador for the role that he has been playing. And be rest assured that the government and people of Borno State will continue to pray for you, for the kings in Qatar, and all your leaders to succeed. And may Almighty Allah help you, both in this temporary state of being and also in the hereafter. Apart from what they are doing today, plans are underway by the Qatar Foundation to bring a lot of projects to Borno State, including housing estates. This is a very serious relationship. Borno State has been getting insecurity for the last 15 years. About 3.5 million internally displaced and people who are displaced in Borno State. More than 300,000 people were killed. About 5,000 classrooms were destroyed in Borno State. And gradually we are building back better. This your support is coming at the right time when we want to resettle back people to their communities so that they will earn their needs and livelihood. I also want to inform you that the ambassador and his team and in particular the ambassador will present a lecture, make a lecture, do a lecture at the Arabic language village immediately after the foundation ceremony, breaking ceremony.
One area was continue. One area was related to most of the kingdom, West Africa and Middle, to be peace and full of historical past, peace and economy, culture, and Islamic way. And we come to enhance our relation and to develop more and more in different things. And thank you with you, Excellency, Mr. Gagam, extend our talking in Doha, Qatar, to come and visit this important state and to build the relation between the state and Qatar. Thank you for the warm reception.
And in health, the Borno State government added a great feat in downturning the number of malaria cases in the last 3 years. The Commissioner of Health stated this at a press conference with the World Health Organization to mark the World Malaria Day in Maiduguri. The Borno Commissioner of Health, Professor Baba Gana, revealed that in 2023, confirmed cases was at over 527,000, with 15,036 severe cases. More than 600,000 cases were recorded in 2022, while in 2021 it stood at more than 700,000 cases. He noted that more advocacy and prevention is needed to tackle the menace, explaining that Nigeria still accounts for over 25% of global burden. Professor Baba Gana called on stakeholders and partners to sustain the tempo in ensuring malaria is phased out from the state, adding that the ministry has shown strong interest to be among pilot states when malaria vaccines are introduced to the country. He also called on the government to encourage the production of malaria vaccines.
The figure stood at 714,904 as confirmed cases of malaria, with 20,774 being severe cases of malaria. This is called from the District Health Information Software, DHS, which is available nationally. These figures show that there has been a downward trend in Borno State in cases of malaria in the past 3 years, from 2021, 2022 to 2023. The government of Nigeria, through the National Malaria Elimination Program, and Borno State government, under the able leadership of His Excellency, Professor Babagana Umara Zulum, MNI, CON, FNNSE, through the Ministry of Health, in collaboration with our able partners, some of whom are present here, have made tremendous impact and achieved remarkable targets in the implementation of various interventions in the state. I'm pleased to inform you that the state malaria elimination program has yielded better results, as recently seen in the National Malaria Indicator Survey of 2021. Net ownership by household was 70.4%. Net use by household was 36.7%. Use by children under 5 of age 5 was 55.8%. And net use by pregnant women was 56.6%. Pregnant women who received intermittent preventative treatment at least once was 78.7%. Prevalence of malaria in children under 5 was 18.6%. The state has had 7 rounds of uninterrupted seasonal malarial chemo prevention intervention between 2017 and 2023 through the support of Nigeria Malaria Elimination Program, the WHO, and the rollback malaria partners in the state. In particular, I must acknowledge the immense contribution of World Health Organization, UNICEF, MSF, Intersource, Mentor Initiative, Malaria Consortium, and other implementing partners. Through their robust support, lives have been saved in Borno State.
We equally thank the Honorable Commissioner for Health and Human Services, Professor Baba Malam Kana, for his invaluable guidance and providing good leadership to the entire health sector in Borno State. I would like to express our gratitude for the close collaboration between government of Borno State and partners, which has fostered a harmonious working relationship and provided a conducive environment for all stakeholders to work. As we gather here today to commemorate the World Malaria Day, I'm deeply honored to address you as the state coordinator for WHO, leading a dedicated team in Borno to accelerate progress in the fight against malaria for a more equitable world. With the international community, we commemorate the 2024 World Health Day themed Advancing Health Equity, Gender Equality, and Human Rights. This is, in fact, in line with the theme of the World Health Day that was commemorated some few weeks ago. This year's theme highlights the need to ensure continuous and equitable delivery of malaria services to all those who need them, despite funding constraints, and we must work to ensure that adequate coverage is provided in the most vulnerable and high-risk areas in the state with equitable and effective interventions.
And ahead of the religious rights in the land of Saudi Arabia, Governor Zulum inaugurated a 21-man committee for the 2024 Hajj exercise to the Holy Land of Mecca. The committee, which will be chaired by Senator Kaka Shehu, were inaugurated at the Government House Chambers in Maiduguri during the weekend. Governor Zulum urged the committee to be dedicated in ensuring that expectations of the pilgrims are satisfied. While assuring an improved welfare for the pilgrims, he noted that the Pilgrim Welfare Board will be transformed to help reduce financial burden resulting from the pilgrimage activities by the government. Meanwhile, Senator Kaka Shehu, the chairman of the committee, assured the governor of his resolve to fulfill the task assigned the committee with excellent results.
Excellency, on behalf of Middle Arch Team 2024, I wish you most sincerely thank you for finding us worthy to serve as members of this all-important committee. Your Excellency, sir, Hajj is an act of worship, and it is also an act of sacrifice. Listening to the inaugural speech with rapt attention, where you did not only charge us but read the riot act to the committee, and I want to assure you that I'm going to implement the terms of reference to the latter. It is either you work or you resign. It is not, I agree with you, it is not a place to go and get tea. We have tea, we are absolutely available. Your Excellency, we are listening to what you have said about the accommodation that will be given here in Maiduguri, and also the flight schedule that we are not going to change. Let me assure Your Excellency that the inaugural meeting of this committee will be tomorrow by 11 a.m. in the office of the Deputy Governor. We are going to hit the ground running. Since the airlift of pilgrims will be started on the 23rd of May, we don't have much time to waste. And I want to assure you that we are going to report to you periodically on the activities of the Amirul Hajj. Prospects and challenges, if any, will be notified to Your Excellency as we make progress. On this note, let me also solicit for the support and cooperation of my members. I cannot do this work alone. With the main timber of the caliber of men and women on this committee, I don't have any doubt in my mind that we are going to discharge this responsibility that is restored on us. I am happy. Most of them are Islamic scholars. They are learned. They know the body of trust, amana, that is restored on us. Excellency, you are going to see changes on this one. Thank you very much.
We hope the exercise will be completed on or before 13th of May. Each and every year, we do have Amirul Hajj committee members, chairman and members that are inaugurated to oversee the conduct, the welfare of pilgrims from Borno State. And we have been using this caliber of people for the last 15 years or so. And I want to commend them for the good works that they have been doing. May Almighty Allah in His infinite wisdom reward you abundantly. Hajj operation is not easy. It normally comes with some certain challenges. And in order to overcome such challenges, state government usually establish a committee to oversee the conduct of the Hajj affairs by our pilgrims. This committee is very important because of the cumbersome nature of the Hajj exercise. Since I assumed duty as the governor of Borno State, the deputy governor was the one chairing the Amirul Hajj committee. But this year I'm also going. So we don't want to create a vacuum at the state level. In my absence, the Deputy Governor will oversee the affairs of the state. I can remember last 2 years, both of us were in the Holy Land, and it is not good, it wasn't good for the state. And this is why we carefully selected Barrister Kakasha Olawan, whom we believe he has the competence to steer the mantle of leadership of this committee. I urge you to be dedicated to your duties in order to reduce some of the complaints that we do hear from the pilgrims during the Hajj exercise. This year's Hajj, we experienced a lot of problems, especially in the areas of payments. But we thank God that the majority of the pilgrims were able to meet up to the expectations. Many have paid. However, government of Borno has done a lot. In terms of accommodation, the federal government is paying 3,000. No, the amount allocated for the Hajj exercise for accommodation is 3,000 riyals. But in order to secure a very good accommodation to our pilgrims, Borno state government decided to top the sum of 450 riyals per pilgrim in order to secure better accommodation.
And that wraps it up for Rising Borno this week. See you next time for another interesting episode. I'm Sagir Ibrahim. Join us again.